Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time seeing this face, hi, my name is Ovokero. I'm a lifestyle content creator. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how I graduated Nigerian law school with the first class. I'm going to be giving you guys tips, tricks, things I did, things that worked for me, textbooks I used, materials I used, and I really hope you leave here motivated, because this video is not just to tell you, oh my god, this, that. I'm going to be giving you guys practical tips, steps, things you just need to know, things I think you just have to know when getting yourself to the Nigerian law school. And I really hope you leave here blessed, encouraged, and motivated. So let's get into today's video. So the first tip I will give you, by the way, I'm going to be using my phone for this. The first tip I will give you regarding Nigerian law school is fix your mindset. Oh my god, I'm going to be giving you guys a little story so it makes sense to you guys. So entering Nigerian law school, before I go to Nigerian law school, I already heard everyone say Nigerian law school is very hard, Nigerian law school is this, you have to be very careful, you have to be this. My loves, drop that mentality. And I will tell you that because I had someone tell me that Nigerian law school is not hard. Do you know that Nigerian law school is easier than university? And I was like, you're not serious. But when you clear your mindset off, like, forget about failure. Failure is not an option in Nigerian law school. Like, tell yourself, I cannot fail. Failure is not an option. So the first thing I'll tell you is fix your mindset. Stop telling yourself that Nigerian law school is hard. You would go through Nigerian law school. Number two is affirmations. Now, you need to say something to yourself to motivate yourself. So I had this reminder on my phone. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys. I had this reminder on my phone where I tell myself every day, you can overcome Nigerian law school, you're going to graduate here with the first class. I just actually put it as a reminder, just to motivate myself, just to push myself and tell myself, you can do it. You need to tell yourself things that, oh my god, I can go through Nigerian law school, I can do Nigerian law school. You have to encourage yourself. Even if people are not encouraging you, you have to encourage yourself. You have to be your own supporter. And very, very important, you need to, like, if you have not yet watched my law school testimony, you're missing, because that is the first part of this video. You need to hold God very tight. Hence, you have to tell yourself scriptures. Tell yourself what God told you to tell yourself. Like, you can do it. You're going to succeed. God knows the plan He has for you. So why do you think you will fail? Number three, remove distraction. Nigerian law school is actually very serious. In as much as I told you guys it's not hard, it's easy, Nigerian law school is serious business. Anything you know that will distract you, whether it be relationship, it be social media, anything you know that will actually distract you, please cut it out. So I'm going to use myself as an example, and I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. So basically, yeah, in my room at Nigerian law school, I did not have network, and I loved it, because you know what, if I had network in my room, I would have been probably scrolling through TikTok, like scrolling. And now let me tell you how it's going to affect me. Time I'm using to scroll through TikTok is the time I'm supposed to be sleeping. Hence, when I need to go and read, I will be tired. So here's the thing. This is going to lead me to my number 4 point. Have a routine. Oh my god, if you watch my vlogs, if you not yet watch my vlogs, you should catch up on my vlogs basically. But have a routine, like have a plan. After class, I'm going to eat. So this was my own routine basically. After class, I'll come back, I'll eat. I will make sure, see, no matter what, you guys, I'm not even joking about this. I know it might look very like, oh, it's not that deep. My loves, I will always sleep for an hour. I don't care. I'm not even joking with you guys. I really don't care, but I must sleep for an hour, because if I don't, I'll always have headache. I'll be disturbed, I'll be tired, and after that I just go for like group meetings. I go for group meetings basically, and then next step is to head to go and read in the library. Then after some time in the library, I go for group study. You should watch my vlogs to know like how my routine is basically. But my point is, have a routine. What works for me might not work for you. Plan yourself, do what will work for you. This is literally just for those of you that have not yet gone to Nigerian law school. In as much as I'm talking to those at Nigerian law school at the moment, I'm also talking to those that are about to enter Nigerian law school. I don't even know how Nigerian law school works. So here's how it works. Firstly, we have 5 courses. That is criminal litigation, civil litigation, corporate law, property, and professional ethics. 5 courses, as you can see, and this is how it works. So the day before your class, you're going to be sent what they call a pre-task, where you're supposed to like answer the question with your group. You guys are going to come with, like, basically have a group work, and then it's brought to class. Do you get? Meaning the plan for all this is so that you can be able to read the topic before. But here's the twist for me. I was going for group work, I was going for group meeting and everything, but I didn't really read before class. But there was a particular course that I'm telling you, if you're a Port campus, if you don't read, I'm this, no shade, nothing at all, but if you don't read before that class, you'll be lost. So you have to read. So I had to always read corporate before class. I got this tip late that I had to read. Like, I know how to explain to you guys, but basically my point is that just do what works for you. If you need to read before class, if you know you're not going to understand when they're teaching class, you'll be lost, please read before class. Read before class. But for me, I did not. Please don't be like me. I did not, but you should read before class. I mean, Yeah, so this takes me to my next point, number 5. Oh my god, I'm going to talk a lot about this particular point. I'm going to give you guys instances, and then I hope this makes sense to you. Listen in class. Oh my god, like you need to actually listen in class. Don't go to class and say, oh, this is my time for me to play, this is my time for me to gist. Listen in class. So let me tell you something you need to know. So Nigerian law school has their own position of law on some certain things. So imagine the time you're talking with your friend is when they are giving that tip, or is when the lecturer said, okay, this is the position of law in Nigerian law school, and that's when you're playing. That's when you're gisting. I'm not saying that when I was in class. In fact, let me just tell you guys, I'm trying to make this video as calm as possible because I don't want you guys to think that I'm that bookworm, very, very serious and everything. I mean, yes, there's time to laugh, there's time to play a bit, but always listen in class. I'll always say the lecturer actually said this in class. I can tell you exactly what the lecturer said, exactly how he said it. That's why you need to listen in class. When you're in class, it's not time to be using your phone. Your phone will distract you, and that's why I like Port Harcourt campus. I don't have network in class too. I literally don't have network in law school, basically. I didn't have network in class, so there was no even time for me to even use my phone. If the lecturer says draft this document, you might not know how to draft it, yeah? But just try and sketch something out. You know why? Now, when the lecturer is correcting that draft, you can be correcting your rubbish you did. But if they say draft in class, you don't do anything down, you don't even put anything down. When the lecturer is correcting, you will be so lost, you don't even know what to do. Don't say, oh, don't worry, later I'll do my draft. Don't worry, later I'll do. My laws, nothing like later. Do it on the spot. The lecturer is saying it, do it. If your lecturer say open your KAMA, that's Companies and Allied Matters Act, open it to section 221, please open it. So let me even tell you what I was doing. I'll open it, I'll use pencil and underline it. Do you get? The truth is that you don't know the ability of your brain. That information you had, your brain probably has registered it. You might not understand it now, but later when you're reading, you'll probably understand it better. This is why you need to listen in class. Hey, so this is my most asked question. Everybody literally wants to know, and I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to make give you guys like practical tips, tell you how this basically works, and that is, Ovokero, how do you read? So I read by jotting. So let me tell you like different ways I do things. Do you get? So the first thing you always do, this is like literally how I retain, how I basically, I'm just telling you everything about reading and so on. So I hope you understand. The first thing first is that when they are teaching in class, I listen. As the lecturer is talking, I'm writing down things. I'm jotting. Sometimes you see me talking to myself, I'm memorizing what's the lecturer saying. I'm just trying to like, okay, 2 or 2 together, you get, and then yeah, apparently the information stays. So here's it, like how do I do my personal reading? When I sit down, I start jotting from, let's say, my textbook or the material I'm using to read. I just start reading to like understand and say, okay, what's this about? I keep writing down, write important points, write section, write cases. And now for the section and cases, this is how I learnt mine. So basically, if you knew, okay, you guys, okay, go to see this in the next scene or next clip. Basically, the books I use, you see what I mean. So I open my acts. Do you get like the act? Either police acts, whatever acts, Agja, Lagos, whatever. I open them and I look at it. I look at what does the law say. So apparently, my eye catches the section, and my eye remembers that okay, at this point of the book, this is how it is written. That is how I learned sections. That's how I learned cases basically. Now, so the first I told you guys I jot, I listen in class. I do what they call active recalling. Like basically me like repeating after myself. Like I repeat after myself, like I'll just talking to myself. You could literally see me on the road talking to myself. That's how I behave. I talk to myself a lot. Like I'm not joking with you guys. You probably think there was a time I did it on the main road when I went out of law school. Like people thought like, is this girl okay? I was literally talking to myself. When I'm sleeping too, I could be recalling things while sleeping. Here's how I also act. I'm just telling you guys randomly because I don't really know how to like address this question very well, but also if I'm like having my bath, I could be practicing something like, okay, section this says what, favor. I'll tell myself, okay, repeat this, what section, what did you read yesterday night, blah blah blah. I'll just ask myself just random questions. So active recalling. Another way I used to read is by teaching people. So when I'm teaching people, I understand more because they'll be asking me questions and then to make me to keep figuring things out, like okay, what's the answer to this, what. So another thing at Nigerian law school, I know that you need to cram, yeah, but you also need to understand. Like you need to understand more than you need to cram, because the truth is that questions can be turned around, and I'll keep using our number 4 criminal litigation as an example. That question was turned around, and if you missed it, you'd have missed it. Yeah, try to understand. Like you need to understand. Don't just read to cram, read to understand. Out having a study group. Now at Nigerian law school, you don't need to isolate. You see this whole isolation, oh my god, I can do it myself. I mean, yeah, people probably works for some people, but for me, never. I will never isolate too. And that thing you used to do in Nigerian law school is look for people with the same goal as you. I don't say form study group with your friends or the ones you know from secondary school, the ones you know from university. No. Look for people with like mind, like people that have the same goal with you. What's their goal? What is your goal? If you're aiming for like, let's say 2-1, 2-2, first class, you should follow people that have the same mind. You shouldn't follow someone that's just saying, I just want freestyle law school. Follow someone with the same goal as you. So you guys will be working towards the same thing. I don't know if that makes sense. So I formed a study group, and now that study group helped me. I'll always tell you guys that study group helped me. Like, there's this popular case of Coca versus Aditayo. I learned that case from the study group. So when you're in your study group, you might be thinking the things you're reading is correct. It might not be correct though. You might be reading the wrong thing. You might be understanding something in the wrong manner. So when you're with other people that are like doing Nigerian law school with you, you'll be able to hear that, this is not what the lecturer actually said though. This is what you need to do. This is the importance of having a study group. I'm not saying you cannot do it alone, no, but just be careful, Sha, because you might be reading the wrong thing and you might not know. And the thing, let me just tell you how Nigerian law school is. Things are very, very bulky. Oh my. So basically, that's just the importance of having a study group, and just do what works for you. Basically, I always keep saying that, just do what works for you. But for me, a study group works for me, and I loved it perfectly well. And glory be to God, we all passed bar final. So I mean, why not have a study group? I'm going to be telling you guys about externship, what I did during externship, and how I actually did get a first class. So here's it. During externship, you guys, I always tell anybody that cares to know that I pay the price during externship. Like, I experienced is at Nigerian law school, to be very honest. I'll tell you that I loved the Nigerian law school. I enjoyed my stay at Nigerian law school. I mean, it was stressful, yeah, but I loved it. Like, I loved it. I loved gaining knowledge like mad. I loved it. I'm going to get to the exam aspect, like, okay, how I read my exam, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get into that. But let me talk to you guys about externship. So during externship, I paid the price. During externship, my loves, I was reading till 3 a.m. I was, because like, I'll go to court, come back from court, I'll sleep for like an hour, eat, and then start reading. Like, I thought it was like a joke. I'll read to 3 a.m., I'll read to 1 a.m., I'll read to 2 a.m. You get, like, and then next day by 5 I'm already up again going to court. So I paid the price in externship. I practiced my MCQs, I practiced my drafts, I read, I opened acts, I was researching, like I was reading during, like, externship is when you read. Externship, I was studying like my life depended on it. I'm not even joking with you guys. You think I'm joking? Like, I watch my externship vlogs. So I read in the night. In the morning when I wake up, while dressing up, I'll tell myself, okay, Favor, what did you read the last night? No, yeah, remind me. Talk to me about it. And guess what? I'll be saying it to myself, and that is how I remembered it. Going to work with my friend, because I and my friend were staying together doing externship. Going to work, I'll be practicing on yola. I'll be like, hey, please ask me a question. She'll ask me a question. And then I see that my brain actually still remembers what I read at night. You get? So I read during externship. So that is actually where I paid my price. Like, I read during externship. Because when you guys hear my exam story, to be like, Favor, how did you do this exam? So this is it though. I paid the price during externship. The next I will talk about is lecturers. So while in class, our lecturers are good. I went to Port Harcourt campus. Our lecturers are amazing. They are amazing. When I tell you guys, they are amazing. When I thank God for Nigerian law school, I also thank God for Port Harcourt campus. I also thank God for our lecturers, because they are very good. Like, okay, so the next thing is, did I join tutorials? Like, all these tutorials, because I know when you join Nigerian law school, automatically you don't even know, you don't even add yourself, but you still see all this group advertisements saying join this group, join that group, blah blah blah. Did I join tutorials? No, I did not. I didn't pay anybody to teach me. I did not. I was just fine listening at Nigerian law school, and that was it for me. So I did not join tutorials. But you need to do what works for you. If you know you need extra lessons, you need someone to extra like teach you again, then my dear, submit yourself to tutorials, like tutorials done by all these lawyers already and everything. Submit yourself. But one thing I'll tell you about tutorials is that, not as much as I say you should join it, make sure that whatever they are telling you there is in line with what you learn at Nigerian law school. So you're not come and start saying, but sir, I learned this in my... You're wasting your time. If it's not what Nigerian law school their position is, it's not that your lecturer in the tutorial class is going to mark it for you. Your Nigerian law school lecturers are marking for you. So make sure that whatever you're learning is aligning properly with what you're being taught in class, so you're not wasting your money or wasting your time, basically. But the next thing I will tell you about Nigerian law school is, have supportive friends, family. Cut off anybody that's going to be toxic to your mental health, anything that's going to stress you mentally, anything that's going to make you drain, anything that's going to give you extra self-doubt. Because the truth is that when I was at Nigerian law school, I had self-doubt a lot. So just cut off anybody that will stress you more than you're already stressed. Do you get that? So have people that will support you, have people that will tell you, don't worry, you can do it, don't worry, I believe you, don't worry, I trust you. Then as for friends, oh my god, I did Nigerian law school with the best person ever. She is amazing. I hope she's going to watch this video, but she's not watching the video, that's fine. Shout out to her. Shout out to my other friend who was at Nigerian law school with me too. Amazing babe. I did externship with her. So you know what, you guys, my friends are so amazing. I love them so much. Then yeah, now this drives me to my next point. Have a mentor. Have someone that has finished Nigerian law school, someone that's gone through Nigerian law school, someone that will advise you, someone that will put your brain together. And that's what I'm here doing for you. I'm now your big sister from the Nigerian law school, and I'm so happy to be holding this position for you guys. Okay, so yeah, enough of the jokes. So I had a mentor. I had someone that I was called, hey, but I don't understand this, I don't understand what I'm doing. He was an amazing guy. God, he's so smart, very, very smart, a very smart as lawyer, very, very smart to the core. So I could always call him. I'm like, oh, I don't understand this. Please, can you explain this to me? What am I supposed to do here? And to make everything perfect, he also graduated. He finished from Port Harcourt campus, so everything was perfect. It made sense when I was asking my questions. Like, okay, the lecturer said this. Is this actually what it means? He prepped me up, literally. He prepped me up. He pushed me. He told me, okay, it's okay. Stop crying. Do you need explanations? I'll send you voice notes explaining to you. So you need to have that kind of person in your space. I also had like senior colleagues that already left before I entered Nigerian law school. I really reached out to them to advise me, and they gave me advice. They're like, okay, you can do this, you can do that, and here we are today. I know, like, I'm looking so serious now. When you go for externship, have an accountability partner. Have someone that can tell you, oh, hey, where are you at right now? Where are you reading right now? What are you doing right now? Don't when you go for externship, you party all day, party, have fun, but when it's time to read, please focus. Attend webinars. Like, all these webinars are hosted by associates from Aluko, Olamoni, Ajayi, Templar. Listen, you pick one or two things from them. So during Nigerian law school, I was resting, I was eating, I was sleeping. Now, which brings me to my major point. Eat, rest, sleep. Oh, I'm telling you, because the truth is that your brain is going to be tired. You can't deceive your brain. If your brain is tired, it's tired. Then I want to tell you guys, it's not how long you read, though. It's how well do you know that thing. It's better for you to read for 1 hour and understand what you read for 1 hour than for you to read for 3 hours and you cannot tell us what you read for 3 hours. You're wasting your time. Do what works for you. Because let's say your roommate is reading till daybreak or your roommate is reading in the night, you not think that's when you need to read. No. You know yourself that you're an early morning person. There's no reason why you know that you cannot read in the morning unless you're waking up that early, or there's no reason you cannot read in the night, you're not reading till daybreak. Just don't do those things. Just do what works for you. So right now we're talking about exam period at Nigerian law school. That's the popular word, bar finals. You know that time people that will start telling you, oh my god, I'm so scared, I'm having this feeling that I will fail. Avoid them like mad. At that point when you're about to write bar finals, you need to be positive. You need to be very, very positive. You need to keep telling yourself, I can do bar finals, I will do it once and I will go once. Another thing I will tell you that will distract you during exam is, before the exam day, please go and find your exam hall. Why is it on that day you want to write your MCQ, you're turning around the whole Nigeria looking for your exam hall? You need to be at peace when you want to write bar finals. Make sure you're with the right pencil, you're with your sharpener, you're with your eraser. Get your things together so you'll not be all over the place, because there's no reason for you to be all over the place. I'm telling the truth, because these are the little things that it's not like you don't even know what you're supposed to write to. Because of all these things, all these distractions, all these things that are making your head go here and there, that's what made you not to do. That's what's making you not to write very well. So I'm literally just here to tell you guys some things I wrote down, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to pour back to the community. I'm going to tell you guys these certain things, and please listen carefully. So the first thing I'll tell you is, please don't pressure yourself. Don't give yourself BP. In Nigerian law school, a lot of people develop BP. Like, just don't do that. Don't stress yourself. Take it one day at a time. Avoid comparison. Law school is not a competition with your classmate or with your classmates. See, in law school, there's no amount that say, okay, this amount of people cannot get first class, this amount of people cannot get second class. There's nothing like that. Set a goal. So here's what I think about setting goals. The truth is that, looking through right now, I actually wrote everywhere on my notes in my mind that I would just leave the first class from Nigerian law school. I wrote it everywhere, like everywhere. I wrote I would just leave Nigerian law school the first class. Watch my law school testimony so you get what I'm talking about. But yeah, I wrote it literally everywhere. Just aim high and work hard. If you want a first class, I will tell you for a fact that you need to study. You need to study, but you need to pray. Study, put in your best, listen in class, participate in drafts. Do you get? Study group. Just do your best, literally. Every day, be practicing your MCQ. Intentionally practice your MCQ. Now for your drafts, don't say later or okay, basically some people do what they call draft day, but personally I did not do that. As I'm reading that topic, I am practicing my drafts. As I'm reading that topic, and let me tell you how I practice my draft. Very, very simple thing. This is the textbook or this is the notes. I'll just copy what it is and copy it on that paper. Read the paper again. Read this one again. Look at it, the same thing, right? Good. Now, when I'm working on the road, I just literally start practicing. Take notes that this honorable court to be moved on dash day of dash. Like, that's how I learned how to even draft emotion. I just walking one day on the road and I just said it out to myself and I thought, oh, I know it. Do you get? So, practice your drafts. Practice your draft. There's nothing like reading draft. Oh my God, I'm reading the draft. You're not reading. You can't read draft. You have to actually practice this thing. Do you get? The thing is that you think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. I'm here to answer the questions you guys asked me, and yeah, so let's get into it. The first question: do you choose the state you want to do your law school, or how does it work? So the truth is that law school is actually going to throw you anywhere. It's just by luck, because I think there's a point where you're going to feel the campus you want and everything, but they might literally not send you there. That's the real truth. But it just depends. They might send you there, they might not send you there. So it's just based on wherever they push you to. Number 2, how are you able to balance law school and YouTube? So if you guys know, you know that YouTube is my baby, and of course law school is very, very serious to me. That's my career, literally. So everything I have to do in my life, I'll always document my life, because I knew that if I did not do my YouTube, I would regret it now. I'll be saying, oh my god, how I wish I had documented when I was in law school. So I make sure I put both of them on, like, not literally on the same. Let's say law school was like 60%, YouTube to me was 40%. So I was balancing both. I was filming what I was doing. If I go to read, I'll just film it. If I go out, I just film. Sometimes I just film my phone. I don't take my camera out every time. So yeah, I was just literally filming, and then on a Saturday, I'll just dedicate Saturday evening sometimes, and then I'll start editing my YouTube video, and then I'll still upload the video, and then maybe say deliver it on Sunday or thereabout. So yeah, that's how I was balancing, because both of them are important to me, so I was doing both at the same time. Okay, so to my next question is tips for drafts, learning it in all courses and charges and in criminal litigation, basically tips for drafts. So for your draft, I will tell you that you need to understand some certain things, like know the heading of the court. So there's some things you don't need to cram. Just understand how to draft the heading of the court, where you need to write suit number, where you need to write charge number, motion number, as the case may be, where you need to put your dated this dash day of dash, know when to write your parties, the defendants, you know when to use defendant, when to use claimant, know when to use complainants. In charges, in criminal litigation, please don't go and write claimants. It's complainants, not claimants. Those little things, those are your marks going. If you make a mistake, you're on your own, my dear. So now, what are the tips I'll tell you is that draft. Don't say I am reading draft. How were you able to read new topics you were learning while revising old ones? As I told you guys here, during externship, I read all the topics we did before we came on externship, and I read some new topics. So here's the thing. Now, when I got back to law school, every early morning, I and my friend, I'll be like, I won't call it teaching message, but I'll be reading out what I jotted in my jotter, and we'll be practicing. I'll be like, okay, I mentioned 5 types of, let's say, mention the types of bill we have, mention this, mention that. That's how we're handling old topics. Now, learn the new topics at night. We'll now try to take in the new topics we have learned today. Like after you've come back from class, what we have learned from class, we try to take it in. That's how I was doing both at the same time. So every early morning was for all the topics I did before. Every evening, the night was what the one we just learned in class. So that's how I was balancing both of them at the same time. So the point here is that just keep revising. If you have a jotter, or if you're reading directly from your slide or whatever, just keep going back and forth. If you try to remember something you cannot remember it, please go back and check. Let me tell you how serious it was for me. When I was sleeping, for example, and I'm sleeping, I just remember, oh my god, Favor, what case is this again? My lord, if I cannot remember it, I'll wake up from that sleep, stand up, go and collect my jotter, and open my jotter, look at the case, and keep it going, and go back to sleep. Keep it going, keep practicing, go here, go there, but keep practicing, okay? And you'll be good to go. Is it how long you studied or how hard you studied that got you a first class? Okay, so as I told you guys earlier in the video, it's not how long you study, it's how well do you know the things you've learned so far. It's not about studying for 12 hours, 24 hours. Can you reproduce what you learned for 24 hours? Okay, good. So I'll just tell you it is being smart, work hard, good, but also read smart. Like, read smartly. Don't be saying, I don't know how to explain, like, read smartly. Like, actually just read. There's some things that you know that you don't need to read. You just need to understand this is what this thing says. There's some things you don't need to cram. Just understand what it says and you are good to go. It's not everything you cram. Let me tell you how bad this cramming thing can get. So some people literally, okay, so this is for past questions. I don't know if I didn't talk about past questions, but the truth is that I wasn't a past question person. But here's the thing you need to know. Do past questions when you can, so that you can know how law school says their question and you can know how to answer. Don't go and say, I'm not doing any past question at all. No, that's not what I did. Though. I did, but I won't tell you I was a past question person. Do you get? So understand how past questions are set so you can be able to answer questions properly. So yeah, I'll just tell you is just study smart. Always listen to the Holy Spirit. So let me give you a very, very quick example. I'm not going to waste time in this particular story. So civil litigation, number 4, our number 4 civil litigation, you can probably go and check it out to see what I'm talking about. I will tell you clearly, I was sleeping that morning and I heard God clearly tell me that, oh, Favor, go and learn how to draft a notice of appeal. And in my head, I'm like, I've not even learned election petition, I've not learned divorce, I've not learned fundamental human rights. It's now notice of appeal I should go and learn. But guess what? I woke my friend up and I told her, you know what, let's actually go and learn it and let's learn notice of appeal. And she was like, okay, cool. We drafted it, we learned it. My loves, lo and behold, that was our number 4 question in the exam hall. Be smart. So that's why I told you guys it's good to have study group, because you get information from different people and boom, that's how it works. You are good to go for the exam. Okay. Lastly, please, how possible is it for you to walk posting to any campus of your choice? I will tell you, I don't know anything about this. Nigerian law school is just going to post you to the location you want. They'll post you to the location they choose for you, and that's literally it. So I don't really know about this. Okay, so next question: how are we able to navigate, remember cases and section? So here's the thing, I don't know. I'm telling you guys till now, I don't know, but like, God was so good to me. So here's the thing, yeah. So if you learn, for example, criminal litigation now, you have abuja representing Abuja, you have ACGL Lagos, you have ACGL Kano. Lagos representing the south, and then Kano is representing the north. So you need to learn sections for the different, you get like the different. So this is it here. So at a point I started doing calculation. I started telling myself, okay, Abuja is 16, this one is 18, this one is 19. I just keep staring at it. The more I stare at it, the more apparently it enters my brain, and that's how it worked for me. I kept staring at it, and then it entered my brain. So that's how I was able to know the different sections. But here's what I have to advise you if you're doing criminal litigation. If you see a case and you see 3 sections there, please, it's better for you to learn the case to save yourself the stress, because why stress yourself? Yeah, and I just want to say something briefly about this section and cases and everything. I know everyone will tell you that, oh my God, the more you like sections are for first class students, blah, 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 blah. My love, if you don't know the principle of law and you know the section and cases, what did you gain? What did you gain? You know the section, you know the cases, but you don't know the principle of law. You're wasting your time. So please, try and learn both. You get, like, learn the cases. Don't kill yourself with 2 more sections. You can just pick one section, you can just pick one case, and you are good to go. No need to learn 7 cases for one principle. Question: what was your reading method like? I already explained that in this video. Basically me jotting, listening in class, reciting, practicing on the road. I'll be talking to myself, teaching other people. These are the things that helped me. How is the grading system in the law school? I heard they grade by your lowest score. Correct. So here's the thing, we have A, we have B+, we have B, and I just don't know the rest, but I'm so sorry, bear with me. If I see it, I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys. So yeah, now, as you said, they actually grade you by your lowest score. So if you like get 4 A's, and then you get, let's say, 1B, that's like, I think 1B should take you to second class lower. Do you get? Then B+ is second class upper. So they shall grade you by your least score. If you like get all A's, and then let me say you get an F in one of the courses, how did you get first class? Do you think you did something different? So the first thing I'll tell you is that the grace of God. Oh my God, yeah, the grace of God. I'm not even joking with you guys. The grace of God, the grace of God, the grace of God. So the second thing I'll tell you is that I paid the price during externship, which I already told you guys in this video. I studied, I kept reading like my whole life depending on it, and then I mean it paid off and everything. And then also, here's the thing. So for the exam, law school tell you need to go straight to the point, and I agree. I did go straight to the point, but I just added a bit of, just a bit of more, not like more things, but really like in relation to what I answered. You get, like, but law school is go straight to the point. Comment on the propriety or otherwise. Is it proper or not? You say yes, it is. Yes, it is proper. No, it is improper. The answer, giving your answer. When you finish writing your answer, you put the section or the case on. Okay, so next question. I love this question so much. How do you not break down? Basically, Nigerian law school. So I broke down once at Nigerian law school, and that was because I did not understand 2 courses. I didn't understand corporate law and property. They kept stressing me out, and if you probably watch my exam law, so you get to understand what I'm talking about. I kept complaining. I was like, guy, I don't understand what's going on here. Corporate and property stressed me a lot. But here's the thing, that course is stressing you more. I'm not saying you should spend all your whole time reading that course. So see, balance everything. I will tell you guys, I'm so sorry I'm like jumping here and there, but balance everything. Don't cheat any course and say, like, let's say, look at how I used to read. Okay, something I didn't talk about. Let me tell you, I read every Monday. I read criminal litigation, because that's how we learned in Nigerian law school. Mondays are for criminal litigation, Tuesday was civil litigation, Wednesday corporate, Thursday property, Friday ethics. I don't know if I've changed position right now, but this is how it was in my set. So every Monday I read criminal, that's how I was. Even when I was on externship, when nobody was following me, that's how I was also reading. You get so good. Now, how did I not break down? I will try to always rest, eat, sleep, study, try to do what I like. What do I like? I like filming, I like creating content. I was also creating content for YouTube, TikTok, and I was good. I had a mentor I could always call anytime. Like, I had a person always tell me, oh my God, if I believe in you, you can do it, you can do it. So you need that kind of person in your life. So yeah, that's how I did not break down. So next question says, must I register when I see my name on the list? Can I leave it and go another time? So here's the thing about Nigerian law school, honestly, please, if you have the opportunity to go, please just go on, so you just get it over with. I'm telling you, so just get it over with, because truth is that the way you're saying, okay, can I go another time, is way because the thing is that a lot of people have studied law, they are trying to get admission to Nigerian law school. So if you have the opportunity to get admission, please just go once. Just actually go, like, just go. There's no time to waste. Just actually go, unless you have like deep reasons why you should not go. How long does the registration process take before admission and posting later? Please put me on. So I have a video on this, so I just refer you to that video. Please go and watch that video. It has to do with everything, registration, basically, like how I got my registration, how I got admission to Nigerian law school, and so on. I hope that video helps you. Next question: how did you read and were you able to answer all the questions in the exam correctly? So here's my testimony. So our first paper was corporate law, and I'm telling you guys for a fact, you guys get to know the secret before you know that person is. My number 2 in corporate law, it wasn't accurate. It was wrong. I answered that question wrongly. It was obviously like, so number 1 is 25 marks, number 2 and 3 15 marks, but you know you're supposed to answer only 4 questions. Keep in mind, number 4 25 marks, number 5 and 6 15 marks. So just choose. So I answered number 1 and number 2 in corporate, and then I think I answered 4 and 6 in the section B. So my section A, my number 2 was actually not correct. My answer was not correct, and I knew. Well, I was just like, but there was nothing I could do. It was just, it's what it is. I'm already in the hole, like I've already made a mistake and so on. Now that makes me answer that all my questions weren't answered correctly. But in every exam I left there, 90% of my answer was probably correct. Maybe I not expatiate properly, or I did not like talk much on it, but like just my answers were actually like in line with what the position of the law is. And yeah, so another thing I would say is that, but this is just for me, but for other people it might not necessarily be like all your answers don't necessarily need to be correct. So you know, I told you guys that it's 70 to get an A, right? Good. So I'm going to try to keep this very, very brief with you guys. So if you know, in the Nigerian law school, we do 5 courses, as you guys already know. On Monday you have the criminal litigation, on Tuesday you have civil litigation, on Wednesday you have corporate law practice, on Thursday you have property law, and on Friday you have professional ethics. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the books I use. You might not need to buy all of them, but for someone like me that likes using like textbook, slide, basically I just like using it. I just use a lot to read, and most importantly, what you actually see here, all my books are actually acts. Like I got the acts because I feel like when you start practicing, you get to use them. So if you're at the Nigerian law school presently, or you're going to be in Nigerian law school, and you're in Port Harcourt campus, our lecturer actually gave us slides, which were actually enough. I didn't need to use textbook or any other thing, but I bought acts as per the law. This is the law itself. As you guys can see, this is the law. So the first thing I got was the Police Act 2020. You're not really going to use this much. You're only going to use under arrest, search, and summons, basically. I think you might need, if you're someone that likes reading directly from the law, you want to see what the law says, like what does the law say, then you might need to get this too. Probably before you guys see this video, they might have made it into one, or as the case may be, I don't know. So I got what they call ACJA. That is the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, but this has the one of Lagos, and this is the one of Kano, because Nigerian law school, as you guys already know, I think that before it was when you actually know things about Nigerian law school, so this makes sense. Okay, yeah, in Nigerian law school you learn about Kano, Abuja, and Lagos, which represents the south, and Kano represents the north, and Abuja, of course, Abuja. So I got this is the one for Kano, Abuja, and Lagos. This was very helpful to me. I love this because I literally knew the law so well. Like I knew the numbers. When I'm telling you guys, I actually did know the numbers at that time. So I always, because I was reading it, like looking at it physically, so it made sense to me. Civil litigation. Even when I'm sleeping, I will recommend this textbook for you. I think this textbook is just so good. Like it covers the whole Nigerian law school like scheme. This textbook, this textbook is the GOAT. You know how you guys do it in football? This textbook is that textbook. This textbook is that guy. This textbook is everything. Then, Evidence Act. It's now as amended 2023 basically. So this is the amended one. This is the High Court Civil Procedure Rules of Lagos and Abuja. As you know, in civil litigation, you're going to be doing Lagos and Abuja again. And I got it because I'll be using it in practice, and of course I just love that I have it. And so for me, when you open it, I just see the orders. I don't know how to explain. Like I read visually. Like me saying something, I just most likely don't forget. You get, because I've seen it and like I read it from the app. You get, that's why I preferred buying the app. But you might not need to. But these are the textbooks I got. I'm just doing this whole because someone once asked me for it. But I'm here to tell you that you might not need to use all this, but there's one that even if you don't buy, please buy it. Just buy it. Just especially if you're Port Harcourt campus, please just buy it, because you're not going to be looking for trouble if you don't get it. Sorry, rather two. This is the company regulations 2021. You will need it. You will need to know the forms. Form 8, Form 1, Form 1.1. You will need it. Okay, you will need it because she will tell you to open it, look at the forms. As you can see, there are forms in it. I don't know if that makes sense, Sha. But you see the forms, and I just think it's important. It's just going to help you when she's talking in class so you can flow. The next important thing you need to get is comma. Oh, please, in Nigerian law school, we don't call it comma. You have to call it the full name, Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, as amended, basically. Yeah, so make sure you get it. I don't know if they have updated it before, then just get the latest one, but you need your comma because it's very, very important. This is the whole corporate law. This is the leveler. This is everything and more. Okay, so please, when you're in your law school, at the time you're doing yours, you will need it. So, and then let me tell you another thing I loved about it. Getting comma, I was underlining what we have read, as you can see here now. Yeah, for someone like me, I don't like writing with pen in my book or anything. I like pencil, so as you can see, I loved it like this. It made me know I knew a lot of sections that come out, even though I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about like this whole result, everything like in a different blog. But yeah, got to do it anyway. So yeah, that's just it. So okay. So for property law, which we have on Thursday, these are the textbooks I used. Property Law Practice in Nigeria by Y.Y. Dadem. So everyone says you're going to use this book more in practice than in law school. I don't know how it worked for me, to be very honest. I didn't really use much of it. That's just the real truth. This, I used this to read mortgage, basically. I didn't really use much of this too. And to be very honest, we have a very good lecturer at Nigerian Law School, Harcourt campus, that is teaching property law now. So I mean, if you're at Harcourt campus, you're very lucky. So for professional ethics, this is the textbook I used. The first one is Law in Practice in Nigeria, 3rd edition by Obi Okoye. I like it. I like the textbook. However, until he updates it, I wouldn't really tell you to buy it per se, because Act he's using here is 2007. RPC has been updated to 2023, so this might not be a fair one, but the textbook is good. Unless you know how to just know that this 2023. I don't know how to explain it. Be using your arts basically. But yeah, I love the textbook. It's actually a very good textbook to me. And then this is the RPC. Okay, this is actually it has a lot, a compendium basically. It has a lot of acts in it. It has the RPC, which is what you need. Practitioner disciplinary committee rules. It has it. I love it. It's just just get it. Well, summary. It has more. There's a smaller one, but this one has more than the smaller one. That's just the point. So get it. It has the RPC. Basically, I loved it because I could read my RPC every morning, and I knew the whole of my RPC at that time when I was still in law school. Lastly, the Nigerian law school is actually going to give you this. As you can see, it's a handbook. I never opened mine because they gave us at the end. And it had a lot of here and there. Probably they have updated it. They have updated it, then of course you can use it to read. So people are using it to read, but I never use it. As you can see, mine is still sealed and tied. In fact, I need to even write my name or anything on it. But yeah, these are the books I use at Nigerian Law School. And I got this A4 paper. I use it for drafts basically. You can have a draft book if you want, but I had an A4 paper basically. I was always using it for drafts. Then these are my notebooks that I was copying notes in class. These are my jotters, and my jotters are my real OGs. These are the OGs. These are, you can see that they went through a lot, right? These are the OGs. These ones, they know who they are. You see these books, don't joke with them. These are my jotters. As you can see, they are the real OGs. That's why they look so scattered, because they went through a lot. They went through a real lot. So when I say they went through a lot, darlings, they went through a lot. Okay, we are done. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. This video has been a long one. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to this part of the video, you're the real one, you're the real OG. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get into the cultivar series. Tell me guys what you guys would like to see, what you like me to do, things, you know, just give me ideas. You know, I want to go all out. Like, I want to not all out financially, but you know, I also have like fun vlogs about cultivar. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I was able to help you guys in this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.